Welcome back to another video. I wish I could say I'll be happy, man, but to tell the truth, I'm actually pissed. I'm annoyed. We should be rejoicing that the murderers of Cho and Do in Cobblebank have been put to charge, but still it does not bring justice. So should we be happy? I don't know. All right, because history has proven what we're about to watch now shows that there's a strong chance these guys will be repeating this offense to anyone, to maybe your kids. So let's check it out together, man.
A shock link is emerging between two machete crimes in Melbourne's northern suburbs. The opposition leader has questioned whether one of the teens charged over the Cobblebank murders was also involved in a wild shopping centre attack just months earlier.
So that pisses me off already.
The Premier slipped back into Melbourne this morning, avoiding media after 5 days in China.
There we go, man. She's doing business trips for us, for our future. Striking another deal with China. All right, man. But where's our fearless leader when we really need her? You know what I'm saying? Where is she? You know, people getting freaking chopped to bits, and then she's there on a business trip.
This trip seems to be all about the pictures and not much about the investment.
Jacinta Allen returns to persistent issues, including spiralling crime.
To not answer the questions that the Victorian community want answered, that is a sign of a failed leadership.
100%.
New questions about the alleged murder of a 12 and 15-year-old boy in Cobblebank 2 weeks ago. 7 males charged yesterday.
We're hearing a person in this group has been involved in the machete attack at Northland Shopping Centre.
That was in March.
See, that is the most infuriating thing ever, right? Not only that this kid has already been part of that Northland saga that happened a couple months ago, which I went to check out the next day, and it was very eerie, Northland Shopping Centre at that time.
But his punishment from a magistrate didn't include jail, despite pleas from prosecutors. Court documents have now revealed the names of the 3 adults charged over the Cobblebank deaths: Prince Conte, Peter Addo, and Abel Sauza.
See that, guys? Adults. These guys are gone into prison, gone to jail as kid killers. Without a doubt, man, they'll be in protective custody. All right, but let's continue.
The law forbids naming the 4 charged males under 8.
Look at that, man. So Sunbury, which I'm pretty sure is west, but I know without a doubt Hillside and Sydenham, they're very close to each other. Like they're virtually next door. That is in the western suburbs. Freaking tragic, man. So 7 people, eh?
To see that a person who was involved in a machete attack in Northland Shopping Centre still on the streets would send shivers down most people's spines, but would send fear through that family who have lost their loved ones.
Of course.
But the opposition leader won't be able to ask Jacinta Allen himself for another 24 days. That's how long until they're face-to-face again for question time in State Parliament. Paul Dowsley, 7 News.
That is an absolute embarrassment from our current government. But before I freaking whinge about the government, 7 people, right? 3 of them adults, took on 2 younger kids, man. That is, back in the day, that's what you call a pussy, a coward. You know what I'm saying? So 7 people wielding machetes took on a 15 and a 12-year-old. That's not a man. That's a gutless coward. What happened to the good old fisticuffs, one-on-one? It doesn't exist anymore. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist anymore. You know, and over memes or whatever, people saying that, you know, these kids were in gangs and stuff. Regardless, man, gangs or not, man, to be slain or that. You know what I'm saying? I had the privilege to actually interview a lady that was the first responder, and you can just see the trauma that the whole community has gone through. I went to visit where the kids had their last breath. Yeah, it is shocking. The aftermath of this violence is absolutely shocking. And you know what, man? We're in school holidays right now, in Victoria anyways, and teenagers are probably hanging out at shopping centres, cinemas. I don't know if they still hang out in cinemas now, but like, yeah, they'll be out in the street. Mark my words, man, there's going to be school holidays. There'll be chairs and machetes thrown in the shopping centres. With the Jacinta Allen bins, freaking, that's doing an amazing job. You know what I'm saying? Amazing job. It's awesome to see gardeners surrendering their machetes. It's amazing. It's doing a freaking fantastic job. Not, right? It's so embarrassing, man. And at the end of the day, man, we're footing the bill for this. We're paying for it, man. It's coming out of our pockets. It's absolute shambles, man. So the justice system here has failed. Honestly, it has failed, and it has resulted in 2 kids being slain. Why wasn't the other person locked up? What was it in juvie? Why was he released? To re-offend, which is absolute horse crap, man. What is happening to Melbourne? The place that used to be voted the most livable city. It's turned into like a California or Memphis or whatever, man. New York, I don't know. Yeah, and I know in the comments, man, people are going to say like, oh, it's the Africans. Yeah. And 99% of the African community are absolute beautiful people. Hardworking, respectful, come to this great country, man, to make it a living or to have a better life. It's the youth, it's the younger generation. And I said this before, like in the 80s and the 90s, Vietnamese, myself, we had the same problem as well. That younger generation, me, we had problems. We were freaking violent gangster criminals, man. We went through the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? So history does kind of repeat itself in that way. The parents that actually came here are the good ones, right? But it's generally the offspring are idiots. But then all the big timers, they got arrested and that stuff. So that's kind of died down now. You know, I'm not racist at all, guys, by any means. We do have a cultural problem. You know what I'm saying? And the leaders need to step up and take action and do something. And the actions need to be punished by the law. Understand, like, our system is bottlenecked. Understand, jail is not true rehabilitation. To let these guys prowl on the streets and innocent people, the public, will get hurt for this? It is absolute madness. I don't have an answer for this, man. And I know that comments, man, you guys, you know, ruthless, deport and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't have the answer. All right. But something needs to be fixed. You know, we've got cultural issues. We've got policy issues. We have so many things, man, that need to be fixed because we're living in such a great country, man. And we all have the right to feel safe. As I said, man, we don't live in a third world. As I was saying, man, school holidays here, but I'm scared to take my kids. I'm scared to let my kids hang out at a shopping centre. You know what I'm saying? Because what? They're going to hold their phones and they're going to get rolled for it. Have nice shoes, man, get rolled for it. Like, no matter how tough you are, man, 7 of these kids rocking up to you with machetes, man, you can be a black belt in anything, man, but still at the end of the day, man, people will get hurt. Am I happy these kids got caught? Yes. But unfortunately, it'll never bring them kids back. I'm going to say straight up, man, shame on our government. What are you doing to protect our people? What are you doing, man? Oh, sorry, yeah, I know what you're doing, man. You're going to China doing business trips. But anyways, guys, man, my name is TJ. I'm sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but I thought I just wanted to express myself because I'm pissed. Peace out.